What is going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild today on Madden 21, and we are doing a Cincinnati Bengals rebuild. Now, unless my YouTube is glitched and maybe the guys that run the server near me are just like, I want to see another Bengals rebuild, I looked it up, and I don't think I ever did one. I think what happened was every single big rebuilder on YouTube did the Bengals literally day one, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll do a different team, and I think I might have just forgot about him completely. So here with the Bengals at 2-6-1, I don't think there's a better time to go for one than now. Looking at the Bengals roster, this is what they have going on for themselves. They have a very questionable AJ Green. Does he want to be there? Does he even want to play football? What's the story? Sometimes he looks okay, sometimes it's great, and a lot of the times he just doesn't look like the AJ Green we know. Of course, he is on the older side. None of the, the Julio and AJ Green, draft class duo aren't going to last forever, and it appears that it's hitting AJ Green a little sooner, which, of course, he is slightly older, if I'm not mistaken. He's always been slightly older, but I don't know by how much. Still a really good possession guy. You never know, though. Maybe he'll become a career Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald, even now, still looks good. Do not underestimate intelligence. It is very important, of course. I was getting a little distracted because I was like, Billy Price is no longer star dev. I'm sad now. Of course, you look at the offensive line for the Bengals, and honestly, Joe, I don't know how you do it. I would want to retire every single second. I really would. Looking at Geno Atkins, no longer an X Factor in Madden, 32 years old, superstar development trade. Is he done after this season? How does that work? I don't even know. Corners, rough. I don't know if Alexander's injured or what's the story, but they don't have him in the starting roster. Von Bell, star development trade, not that old, so safety in general, of course, with the great Jesse Bates. I don't think you need to worry about safety. Linebackers you do, though, so this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a long one per se, but it's not going to be, I'm just hoping it's successful. That's really it. And, of course, the division, the playoffs are pretty much over already, right? I don't think the Bengals have a chance. Once again, sorry for the lack of streams lately, but most likely will be a stream tonight on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Maybe give it a follow. Of course, if you're going to do that, maybe leave a like on this video. And if you're new, maybe subscribe. We do a lot of franchise videos, rebuilds, experiments, whatever. Second channel, PKR Plays, also has a lot of non-Madden stuff, and I've been really enjoying uploading over there. So, regardless, let's get into this rebuild. I'm glad we're winning all the time. Makes me feel good. Oh, I hate when they get breakouts like that. I am really not happy the way the season's going right now. I'm going to be honest. William Jackson, good, bad. It seems really the consistency's kind of lacking there. We're going to re-sign him to a 3-year, $30 million deal. Carl Lawson, once again, another guy I can't tell if he's good or not, but as far as this team goes, by far an option, so we're going to be signing him to a 5-year deal. Takaris McKinley is on a very favorable contract ask here, specifically considering they traded for him. And holy crap! How many players do they have to re-sign? Jesus. John Ross, not asking for a lot. I just don't... He's too injury prone. I feel like he was just starting to get going for them, and I don't know, dude. I think you just gotta rip the Band-Aid off, dude. Like, you just gotta. I'm actually so mad. You don't even understand. Like, you do not understand. We went 7-8-1, dude. We were looking at a top 5 pick, and we decided, let's just win every game except for 2. And then you lose. You have the audacity to lose to teams like the Dolphins, but you beat the Steelers? Did we hand the Steelers their first loss of the season? We handed them their only loss. Come on, Cincy. Make up your mind. This is actually not... If you feel sorry for me and us not having a top 5 pick, leave a like and subscribe. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays. And twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Touchdowns lacking. Picks are... I guess they're lacking. That's a good thing. Burrow with 4,200 yards. Rushing. Joe Mixon, 992. I think he was injured for a little bit earlier in the season, so I ain't going to be mad about it. As far as receiving goes, Boyd, is that enough for Superstar? It might be. I don't know. The rest, obviously not. As far as blocking goes, really, Cincinnati? Why? You're not good enough. I'm sorry, but you're not. I know there's Bengals fans right now that would be really mad at that, right? I would imagine, right? I didn't look at awards. Let's take a look at that. Joe Burrow, Rookie of the Year, maybe. Russell Wilson, the MVP of the league. As far as awards go, no. Justin Herbert wins it over there. Completely forgot about it. Logan Wilson behind Patrick Queen. We're not going to have anything, are we? Best wide receiver number 2. And that should be Superstar then, right? That should be Superstar. Hopefully. It might go by the full league, though, not your conference, so we might be screwed. Oh, well. We screwed ourselves on a draft pick, so why not screw ourselves on dev-ups as well? Anything else you want to screw? So the Steelers. I'm going to wait. Lost to only 2 teams on the year. The Super Bowl champions and the us. Nice. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised to see Tyler Boyd go to Superstar here because I believe second win. Get the hell out of here. It doesn't matter anyways, but I believe you have to be top 5 or top 8 in both categories, receiving yards and touchdowns to go up to Superstar and all that. So, I mean, good stuff. As far as anything else goes, any other dev-ups, Logan Wilson does go to Star. I kind of wish Takaris McKinley was at left end because, I mean, we just paid him. I'm sorry, but if Hubbard was as good as he's trying to portray here, surely they wouldn't have traded for McKinley, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for dev-ups. But Logan Wilson probably going to be the starting middle linebacker next year. I don't know if he's, good to play middle line. He literally is a middle linebacker. Thank you. Star development trait. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but he is 25. There's so much to work on this team. I'm glad we have a top 5 pick, right? Oh, wait. As far as the re-signings go, they can saga my Duke. Okay, dude. Juju Smith-Schuster. Yo. I was like, probably don't need a wide receiver, right? But hold up. We may need one after all. I did not think they're not going to get rid of Juju, though, right? But if we make the argument that they're going to let Juju Smith-Schuster go for whatever, contract reasons, him going to a division rival makes a lot of sense, right? Because, he was disrespected. Now he's moving on to another team. We never get guys like, Juju Smith-Schuster or anything like that. We're going to allow it. There's no way the Steelers keep Big Ben, right? They can't afford him. I don't know who they re-signed, but they can't afford him, and Big Ben is worth $41 million. Hello? I think there's a clear-cut solution here. But hey, thanks for not going for that solution. He is always in free agency, so I don't know what they re-sign or what they do to cause that, but thanks. Good old Charvarius Ward, the guy that somebody told me was 96 speed. He is not. All right, so we get some contracts. We get a fullback. We go to Kung. I think the fullback was already on our team. But Rankins we didn't get, which sucks. I was going to get rid of Geno Atkins because Rankins was cheaper anyways. And that's literally all we get. No Juju Smith, no nothing. Billy Price is a first-rounder. Yikes. That's all I could really say. And Juju Smith-Schuster rejects. We get Charvarius 96 speed Ward. I love that no one wants to join us. I'm just saying, you ain't gonna be saying a word to me when we sign good old Alexander. Phillips for Phillips. We trade him Phillips, a 5th this and a 6th next for the linebacker Phillips, who will be starting at left outside. I want some youth, I want some talent, and I believe he is slow. Oh, he's a lot faster than I thought. But yeah, that's why you could tell it cost us a little bit more than we would have expected or wanted to. But here we go. All right, we have some upgrades, but this is, the basics of what the team is going to look like for year, two, full year two. Jonah Williams is going to be playing left tackle while Cam goes to right tackle, I'm pretty sure. And maybe just keep it like this. Mayfield, the guard, he's the most athletic of the youngsters. Well, at least of the tackles, at least. Tight end, Jared Cook. Jordan Reed as the backup. Linebackers, obviously, youth is there, but outside of Logan Wilson with the dev up. The developing may be a little rough there. Corners, obviously, we're pretty much set for the future. Maybe Samuel even steals William Jackson's spot next season. Obviously, Certain will be the number one. Certainly, I need to stop with this class. It needs to be taken away from me. Reader will be the number one DT next year. He might be the only DT next year. And then the edge, in theory, with the contracts we signed them to, that should be the edge. So hopefully McKinley has a big season this year because we kind of need him to. All right, we have some re-signings. We know for a fact we're going to be re-signing Jesse Bates. 6 years, $70 million is quite a lot. Tate, this is a debatable one because maybe he moves to tight end. I don't know. He's really slow, though. We have some upgrades for him. I'm just going to give him a 5-year, $50. Even then, that's an expensive tight end. We have like 2 or 3 upgrades that we can use for him real quick. And then the rest, I think we're just going to let go. All right, here we are having an okay season. If we win, we are potentially in. Not even potentially. We are literally in the playoffs. Barely stealing a spot from the Steelers. Okay. Nice. We actually make the playoffs as, of course, I would assume, the 7th seed. And we did. Absolutely clutch stuff. You know the saying around here. If you want to make it to the top, you got to suck some... you just make it to the playoffs. That's the saying. Joe Burrow, yikes season. Joe Mixon, really good season. Could go to X Factor. Let's not talk about anyone's seasons here. Looking at the offensive line, no one cares. Sack totals, Takaris McKinley with 10.5 could go to Superstar. Would be clutch, actually. Phillips, not bad. Wilson could go to Superstar. I'm going to be honest. The majority of the team was kind of bad. There was maybe like 3 or 4 guys, and they were pretty much all on defense that really had even okay seasons. Looking at the potential award winners, I'm going to be honest, there's no one. I don't even know if we were on the list, let alone, winning one, obviously. But here we are going against the 11-5 Broncos. Both teams kind of on the lower side for overalls, but I'm trying to think. Nah, they probably have us beat. Their receiving group is definitely better than ours. Their O-line is better than ours. Their running back is not. Their quarterback is not. Their defense, there's a lot of pieces they do have better than us. We do have a few that are better than them. I think future-wise, though, we have better potential, probably, right? I think, maybe. I don't know. Who cares? It's not like the Broncos are going to win a Super Bowl here anyways. Neither of these teams are winning the Super Bowl, whether they win or not, whoever wins. Second half, we were up by 3. Now it's tied up 17-all. Now we're down by 7. Come on, Cincy. You're literally not scoring. Okay, I take it back. Well, I mean, kind of. 2 minutes left. If the defense can hold... Oh, Lord. I mean, really the only chance is to come into the game and try to block the thing, right? It's McMahon ass. Guy's absolutely looking to ruin my dreams because of all the times I've said that. Come on, Trey. I know. And yeah, we don't even get a chance. They win the wild card round for the AFC on a last-second field goal. That absolutely hurts. Colin Kaepernick, of course, their starter. Joe Burrow, just like super pedestrian numbers. I'm going to be honest, this is a bit of a yikes. Of course, absolutely smoked it, Rambo did. Almost 200 yards with a touchdown. Defensively now, looking at the sacks, I mean, we had pretty much like no success on defense. And we still have quite a bit of years left to go because, of course, like I said, we're trending in the right direction, but we're still pretty damn far off, especially with no real-life classes here. We're going to have all AI classes and a bad draft pick. So, the hiddens are not going to be flying, and our picks are pretty much dying. And the winner of the Super Bowl is the Saints over the Patriots. See if we had any dev-ups offensively. I don't think we would have had a single one, and we did not. Rambo really didn't go up that high, which kind of sucks. Looking at the defensive side of things, we did get a dev up for Mr. McKinley. We also got a dev up for both of the linebackers. Maybe Phillips. I did not think the outside linebackers are going to get dev ups, though, but Wilson stayed at star, which is a little shocking. But I will definitely take the McKinley one because we did sign him long term. I know it wasn't expensive, but even as a superstar development trait right now, still don't know what his developing is going to be like because he's an 80 overall. What is he, 25, 26? I mean, that's not the youngest in the world, especially when it comes to upgrading. It's probably like 9K an upgrade, maybe get 3 upgrades this season if he's lucky. And that's like really lucky. As far as retirements go, no chance to even get rid of Gino. He just left. We have 64 mil. Let's see if we can make it more. And we can. See you later, Trey. Hey, see you later again, Trey. This time's a difference, Trey. TRE. And I believe that's pretty much all we can do to save money. But, I mean, not bad at all. That puts us at probably somewhere around 80 mil, right? Well, maybe like 73. 80 mil. Remember that thing I was saying about the whole, Jair Alexander, don't worry about it, we'll have him and such. I'm kind of thinking maybe, I'm just saying, do we spend some money? Because, I feel like there's certain positions you spend money on. Tackle is definitely one of them, right? That's, the one position you have to have in the league, otherwise you're gonna suck, other than quarterback. I think this might have actually been the exact class we used. No, it couldn't have been because we had Rambo at star, but a very similar class because this Gordon McPhee guy was also a superstar taken by Durant, I believe, in our league with the Lions. So definitely going to be trying to get him because that would be a massive start right out the gate for us there. 22 superstar, that'd be insane. We probably need a DT, but I think we could probably draft that in the, in the draft. That's typically where the draft happens. But just in case, maybe we'll go for one of these backups. I don't know. All right, so we spent a lot in free agency. We got Evan Ingram on a 4-year 32, I believe. Will Hernandez on a 4-year 40. Josh Jackson was backup money. McPhee was a long-term deal. Nicholson backup money. Boykin backup money. Jair was a 5-year 83. Braden Smith declined. However, we got James Daniels on a 6-year 68, I believe. So we put a lot of money into protecting Joe Burrow, and honestly, overall, I could not have asked for a better free agency. Of course, we may have spent a little bit too money, like I said, especially for someone like Evan Ingram, a tight end, but I'm happy with the results. But yeah, as Daniels going to be going back to his middle linebacker spot most likely. Johnson's kind of in a weird spot here, though, because we didn't need that many linemen. I just knew somebody, if not all of them, were going to decline, so I just couldn't risk it. So I guess, there's really not much I could have done there. As far as what we're going to do here, I think Gaither is going to be the one out of a job, even though I like his speed. Gaither is pretty good. This is a tough one, because Phillips is younger, but he is worse. Maybe it is going to be Phillips out of a job. I think we're going to trade Phillips off and put McPhee at left outside linebacker. Kind of sucks, though, as William Jackson is going to be on the bench for at least another year. I think he's 29 now, right? Which means he needs a contract next year. Fair enough. So as far as the defense goes, maybe look at a safety, but DT, and that's pretty much it. And then offensively, maybe a wide receiver. O-line, I don't think he can really do much. So, we're in a pretty good spot right now. Yo, this team is wild. I decided to put a slapper bid in there for J.J. Watt. We got him on a 2-year, $18 million. This team's loaded. He's going to be playing DT for us. All right, so we have a safety in the first round, and we have a safety in the high second. Colbert was the safety in the first round. Hopefully we don't regret that one. There was a DT we wanted, but he went way higher than I expected, so not really much we could do there. We also have a linebacker, skip the combine, but Daniel Elling, hopefully we didn't sell. This guy did look better than the other safety, so I wasn't willing to really go crazy trading up for the other guy, so please be hidden at least. And there's literally zero chance in a rebuild that he's better than the other guy. Of course, at 6'4", 82 hit power, 77 catching, that is a really good player. But the other guy is 77 overall. So as far as rebuild goes, zero chance that this guy is better than that guy. So unfortunate there, but still not a bad player. Probably going to be the starting strong safety in a year or two. I don't know. We have another lineman. I don't think we really need lineman, but maybe we can get rid of Jonah Williams. I just don't. It's probably not worth it. But at the same time, like, who do we take? Like, Dorsett he's another safety. Like, we don't need safeties at every single draft pick. Glenn Donald might be worth it. Let's go to pick 10. If Donald's there, we'll trade up. Glenn Donald is a 73 overall to the Eagles. Let's move to our next pick. Do we just take this safety as well? He's a hybrid. Could maybe play corner in the future. Don't know if we really need a corner in the future, but I guess Kamani Dorsett. Let's make it happen. Another 74 overall. Oh, this guy's actually really talented. 6'1", 21 years old. Fast as hell. Great catching. Solid hit power. Can play corner. He's actually really good. All right, we need DT kind of badly for the future, but the best we can do is Pat Townsend. We're going to take a mid-5th. Of course, a good draft pick, but once again, normal development, 73 overall. It's just a normal party, as always. And now we're going to... Ooh, yeah, we'll go Johnny Wright here. Totally worth it. Hidden... Damn. Maybe not totally worth it. I mean, in a user league, it's fine, I guess. Lots of normal development players, so what can you really do? Donald was normal. He's obviously really good, but normal once again. And then this is the one we're going to be really sad about, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. 77 overall. Normal. Once again, as far as what you would want in a user league, I would probably say our guy, 5 inches taller. I think the same age, or our guy's 1 year older. The speed is slightly higher. The excel is a lot higher, but that height and 77 catching. Don't get me wrong, 74 is really good, but 77 catching at 6'4". I mean, that's just nuts. Where's the DT? Do you go like top? That's one top 14. This must have been him, Ben Hill. Normal. The other guy was another DT, looked really good. 78 overall. Obviously, we were never getting to this pick. You can't trade your whole like life savings away for a DT when you already have 2 really good DTs. You're just looking for the future, especially when he's only star. Man, these hiddens are actually so rough, aren't they? I don't know if they have something built in to where like the higher the draft pick. Do we have injuries on? The higher the draft pick, maybe the injuries are off. Relax. The higher the draft pick, the better chance at a breakout. I don't know if that's the case or not, but if it is, fair enough. But if it's not, then like, what are they doing over there? All right, here we are into, what is this, year 3 now. I honestly thought this team was going to be a higher overall than this. Of course, we do have some youngsters still on the O-line. Williams likely gets the contract, but if it's more than 10 mil per year, honestly, we might have to pass because I don't know if we can afford 10 mil per year for another lineman. You know, we're paying Daniels and Hernandez that money. Johnson and Mayfield, obviously young, so we don't have to worry too much. Evan Ingram's getting paid like, what, 7.5 per year. The Mixon, I can't remember if they gave him, or does he need a contract soon? I think they gave him a decently high deal. Boyd was kind of expensive. Tate was kind of expensive. Burrow is going to be really expensive if we even re-sign him, because so far he's kind of playing iffy. Ain't gonna lie. You know, there's really no excuse right now for him on the team. Defense should be absolutely good enough, without a doubt. And then offensively, just good enough weapons, really good running back, mismatch of a tight end, and a pretty solid O-line with, you know, nowhere to go but up. Ooh, it's over. It's 13 mil per year for a tackle. A 3-year deal, 82 overall. I mean, it appears we have enough money. I think 3 linemen, paying for 3 linemen is fine. Outside of 3, though, I think it's too much. It's too many. Yeah, how much was Von Bell? A 3-year 16. I'm willing to do it. However, we have capable backups. I think we should save money in that spot. I'm going to be honest with you. This game will decide the entire division. We are right now projected the number 4 seed. If we lose this game, we completely miss. Please, Cincinnati. Please. And we win! Thank you, Lord Jesus. Of course, the Browns also make it. Looking at the playoff schedule, what a game. I mean, maybe the game wasn't great, but, like, you know, what a season. Jeez, that was a tough one. Losing that game was just a huge difference maker. Once again, like we said, the only thing that matters, you know, Uncle John inside your van. I don't know what that means. Joe Burrow, maybe an X factor. 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 15 picks. Mixon's touchdowns were down, but his yards were high. Boyd and Rambo could both be seeing dev-ups. At least Rambo, please. Looking at the blocking numbers, kind of a yikes. Ain't gonna lie. Defensively, sack totals. McKinley with 11. Watt with 9. Lawson at 8. I'm not even going to be mad with it. Von Bell with 3 interceptions. Kicking, what's his name? Howbelly? What does it say? Habil. That actually sounds literally like how it might be. And Joe Burrow is the league MVP. League MVP, but 3rd on the Offensive Player of the Year award for the AFC side. Okay, sure, man. We win the best QB as well, of course. And any other awards are not won. Once again, we were one of the top teams, so all it takes to make a run is to make it to the playoffs. Up 4 overalls to the Patriots. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Cam Newton still the quarterback in New England. They score 7 out the gates. Offense is struggling for us. We get 3 at least. 14-3 now. 17-3. Right before half, a touchdown. Clutched up. Start of the second half, a touchdown. Okay, things near the second quarter look pretty good for us. Down by 4 now they are. We're up by 11. And somehow we pull off the victory. I don't know if it was the defense mainly. It had to be the defense. Look at how bad Burrow was. 179 yards with a touchdown. Joe was good for touchdowns, but yards really weren't that great, especially yards per carry. Looking at the receiving game, I mean, nothing there. Sack totals, though. Lawson with 4. 2.5 for McKinley. 2 for Watt and 1 for Jacobs. Hell, Gaither got 1 as well. Reeder got a half. Jeez, Gaither got a pick. Absolutely impressive game there. All right, here we are going against Tennessee. Let's see if anyone in our division's still alive. They are on the other side. Winner of that game could decide, could be AFC North battle. We'll see. Of course, I wish we played the Jags over the Titans, but I guess I'll take it. 89 to their 87. Basing off of guesstimations, I was going to say our defense is better, but I don't know. Like, we have better, individual playmakers, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. It's a close one, actually. All right, here we are in the game. 7-0, nice start. 14-0, obviously a really good start. Tennessee, please. You just don't need to, 17-0 in the divisional. 17-7. Okay, I'm not liking it. Defense does its job. Offense doesn't seem to know what a score is. Please, offense. Thank you. Clutched up at the end, and defense has been playing very solidly, especially in the second half of these games. Tannehill threw 2 picks. Burrow did not. Rushing-wise, Mixon kind of played a better game than Henry just because he had the touchdown, but kind of iffy run game yet again. Receiving, Tate with a touchdown, 64 yards. Really not an impressive game receiving at all. Sack totals way worse than last game, but still we did participate. And then Logan Wilson. How dare you? Ruining their dreams like that as a solo player. It's going to be the Browns, right? Yeah, obviously the Browns. 9-7 AFC North divisional battle. Both 89 overalls. Could you ask for anything closer? And then on the other side, it's the Saints and the Packers. So, I mean, a tough Super Bowl no matter who is in it. But I would say the NFC side would probably rather play us than the Browns. The Browns are kind of glitchy. They get 14 points just like that in the second, and we are getting smoked. That field goal, I mean, they just cannot be stopped. I mean, we literally cannot stop them. And we miss an extra point. I mean, we are giving up a score every drive. Oh, I'm glad we're showing effort now. The game is over, my guy. 20-38. The Browns team is just too damn good. All right, Burrow with the interception. Spencer Sanders. I don't even know who the hell that is. Chubb with 4 touchdowns. This defense should be ashamed of itself. Almost 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. You can't win the game no matter how good or bad your offense is. That's just ridiculous. And then Mixon playing so badly in the playoffs definitely does not help. Receiving, I don't even care. That's a voice crack. I don't even care so much that I need water, and I haven't done it. I apologize to myself because I'm going to have to cry about it later. It's going to be a timestamp, and I'm going to be so disappointed. But hey, hopefully we get a dev up, am I right? Joe Burrow should definitely be X Factor, without a doubt. So we get a breakout quarterback scenario in the Pro Bowl. The one that you would not be able to play for that long, right? And then it disappears. Do I get it back when the next season starts? Like, hello? Winner of the Super Bowl, of course, is the Browns, obviously. Ooh, we did get some nice dev ups. We got Joe Burrow to X Factor, which is obviously massive. And then we got Rambo to Superstar, which, I mean, I'm thinking that maybe puts him at number 2. Now, we'll just keep him there. We'll keep him where he's at. It worked out. Looking at the defensive side now, we had dev ups everywhere. McKinley is now an X Factor. Lawson, I do not believe was Superstar before now. Superstar there. Gaither, he's Superstar. And McPhee, he's also now a Superstar X Factor. Absolutely insane dev ups. Of course, now hopefully we can get rid of William Jackson. It appears we can. We'll wait till next season, though, once it starts. And as far as re-signings go, like we said with Bell, I think we're going to let him go. I don't think it's a bad contract. I just think we got to move on to someone new. Why not? And as far as the other guys go, just clearly the value is not there. Yeah, Joey B is going to be making a decent bit, but that's totally fine. And we actually signed some pretty favorable contracts, not even going to lie. DJ Reader could be let go if there's a decent DT in there. The thing is, like, how much do we need for this team to be good? You know what I mean? Like, the team is off the chain insane. It's not even supposed to rhyme, but it did. And yet we just can't consistently, like, beat teams. Like, we got to the championship round, but died instantly. And now we have an X-Factor kicker staring me in the eye. Great. All right, we get a star development guard we paid for a long-term deal. Maybe he works out, maybe he doesn't. Cash Malua, whatever his name is. And apparently that's it. All right, Joe Burrow is up, and of course we're going to give him the 5th-year option. Does this mean T. Higgins is also up? Wait, no, T. Higgins was not a first-rounder. I don't know why I thought he was. We got the X-Factor kicker on top of it, Brent Simaglia. Nice. All right, we have everything scouted. There is a defensive tackle. There's also a DN, both, heavy style, obviously. Late first. I think maybe pick 17 or pick 18, we should be able to pull that off, make the trade up there, and hopefully we land ourselves our first proper hidden since, probably our first hidden in general since the first year. And I believe Dell was the D end. We still have the DT. His name is Cedric McLean, who obviously combine grade looks absolutely insane. Pick 18. That's a bit of a trade up, but we shall be doing these things. All right, we give the Panthers maybe a little too much. 29, a third. No, it was third this year. And Phillips for pick 18. Phillips does need a contract. That's fair. It's fair. We're getting hopefully the DT of the future once Reader and or Watt is gone. Cedric McLean, please. As per usual, a great player. Sound like freaking Tony the Tiger there. But normal development. I don't know what to tell you anymore. And of course, in the second round, late second round, we had a late third or a mid-third projected safety. I mean, he didn't look great, so, and he is gone anyways. So I guess there's not really much to do there. This draft class was just kind of bad. Gonna trade this down to, like, maybe next year. All right, guess we're putting our money on the Dolphins to suck. They obviously won that trade, and they draft like trash. All right, late 5th round pick. We traded our 4th round for a next year 4th round. Deontay Sample, skills are meh. His combine's really strong, as in like he's strong in the combine. 94 strength to be exact. Not a bad pick, but once again, no development. Are we just like missing the players? Like, am I like just drafting badly? Like, what's going on? This guy's projected undrafted, but you never know with these hidden. You never know with these hiddens, indeed. Sharif Hightower, hidden development trade. Who's our safety again? Is it just going to be one of the guys we drafted last year? Because unless that guy's superstar, even with hidden, it probably isn't going to be enough for us to start. And I guess even though we have a full star fullback, let's grab this. A full star back. Nice. Could actually probably trade that star fullback to somebody. I don't know who. I guess we'll take a look at our free safety we drafted. Drafted for need. It was just not, I mean, don't get me wrong, the DT was really, really good, but it just wasn't a good draft for, like, best available. They were just not very good available players. Let's take a look at the DN that we missed. Obviously, we could have had him if we really wanted him, but Mr. Dell, 76 overall, normal. Was he? Wow. 83 speed, 84 excel at 307 pounds. Not 375 pounds. That would be, otherworldly. Don't even think the Earth could, allow that to happen. I think the Earth would just start to shatter. Quarterback that the Falcons took, decent, kind of solid. Hidden development with the development probably of Superstar. X Factor. Obviously, that's what I was going to say. I'm always right. Cameron Smith, hidden development. I'm just kind of like taking a look at these devs because it's just been so long since I've seen a first rounder with hidden, so it's just kind of like, ooh, wow, nice. He's Superstar, obviously a really good pick. Who was the highest overall? Is it just tied? Yeah, it's just tied for 78, three-way tie. Hidden development. Ooh, this was a shocker. Second round running back. That's not normal dev only. Nice. Of course, we took Miami's, second round, third round? I don't even know. Star development, so obviously we want them to do bad, but can't really do anything about that. But here we are, headed to year 4. Let's see if we can do it. The window's kind of shrinking because, J.J. Watt, the best DT we've had technically for a while, is going to probably retire after this season, or he's just going to be so bad it won't matter anyways. All right, season 4 of the Bengals show. Rambo Price should be the number 2, but yeah, there's no buts. He's just going to be number 2. He's got way better developing chance. Auden Tate is 26 already. O-line's obviously getting better at a pretty high rate. Defensively, the linebackers, McPhee and Gaither should both be solid, but Wilson really hasn't upgraded since that year 1. He's 27 now. Safety, Elling, maybe he'll develop nicely. I don't know. Bates, would be nice to get him to Superstar because, he's not getting any younger. D-line, we need 2 new, well, maybe not 2 new TTs because we have McLean, but J.J. Watt's going to be gone. As far as where this team goes from here, deving upwise, I'd say the team's kind of at its peak. Well, almost this season because J.J. Watt's going to be gone, but if we can keep J.J. Watt for one more year, I'd say next year would be the peak unless there's somebody in free agency, that would obviously make us really good. So this year, next year, that's kind of the window-ish. Once we have to re-sign Joe Burrow, that's when the money kind of runs dry. All right, we have some monies that we need to give away. Don't you just love money giveaways? Tyler Boyd wants a 4-year deal. He's the number 1 wide receiver on the team, so he's going to get that deal. Logan Wilson, I don't think is the best linebacker you can get, but for a 3-year, $16 million deal, I cannot pass on it. Gaither, how much XP is it per upgrade? 6,600. That's a tough one. That one's a little expensive for my liking. As far as DTs go, I think both Watt and Reader are going to have to go. But Gaither, I'm debating. All right, Akeem Davis Gaither. A 6-year, $58 million deal. I don't know how to feel about that. But hey, at least we made the playoffs. And yes, I got to say it early because, seems like J.J. Watt's about to retire. Coach, I've been playing this game a long time. I've been accomplished a lot in my career, but you know what? I've never. Let's be honest. That would be a very big shock if he sounded like that. And of course, Takara's gonna tell us, "Yeah, we already knew this. You're so slow. We're on the ball." He literally called at the same time. But of course, we did not win the division. The division was actually very close across the board. We're like the 5th, 6th team or something like that. Even though we were very good. I actually don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. But we're the second best AFC team, but that would put us at what? 5? 4 or 5, I think. Regardless, take a look at the stats. Joe Burrow, if he could go to something higher than X Factor, he would because he had an amazing season. Mixon was great. Auden Tate. Okay, okay. Evan Ingram should be superstar. Auden Tate should be superstar. The whole damn squad is superstar. How do you like them apples? Nobody says that anymore. Gaither could go to X Factor. McPhee's already an X Factor. Sack totals. McKinley's actually been pretty good for us. I can't lie. We usually see McKinley in free agency. Nobody ever signs him, and got to give it to him. He's been very good for us. Year 1 was kind of rough, but it was a real life statistical thing. So after that, 10.5, 11, 10. I will take that. 30 sacks in 3 years is really good stuff. Of course, Gaither with 8 sacks as well. So, I guess you can't really be mad with the re-signing picks. Really low numbers. Kicking, of course, the X-Factor kicker himself doesn't even have a damn ability slot. Oh, is there 2? Oh, wait, was that glitched? Oh, there it is. So focus kickers, obviously way better. As far as yearly awards go, Joe is at 3. That is surprising. Probably best QB, though. Yes, he is. Running back number 3, wide receiver number 1. O-line, maybe someone on there. 3 Browns. Wait, yeah, 3 Browns and 3 Bengals on the top 10. I mean, Browns and Bengals, the double Bs, they're getting it. They're getting it out here. Of course, I mean, this could be the year. It really could be. No bye week, unfortunately, because we didn't win the division, but the Raiders, I mean, that's pretty close to a bye week, right? 93 overall to their 87. Of course, take away the morales, they're probably like an 86. We're like a 91, but still really good overall and a lot of potential. Is that what the Raiders' new stadium? Oh, yeah, it does look like that, I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing that. But here we are, starting off with 3. They get 7 right back. We get 7 for a touchdown. 10 all now. 12 points, and we got a safety on them. They get a huge rushing touchdown with, I mean, I would assume Jacobs. I didn't see him in free agency. I'm not really liking this game, considering we are the better team. We should show that we're the better team. Up by 9, only up by 6. I mean, as of right now, I mean, we look like we're about to lose. Penalty against the offense. Okay, that's great news. Come on, D. Defense holds our bargain. Offense is driving, but this is Madden. Did they get the field goal attempt? I imagine they did, right? And they kicked the field goal with 1 second left. It is the playoffs. Anything can happen, so I'm glad we won, even if it was not the win I was expecting to get. Joe Burrow, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns with a pick. Carr was okay. Jacobs carried the load for them. We just cannot get anything on a mix-in the postseason. It's just sad. Evan Ingram really good. Auden Tate really good. Looking at the defensive side of things now, sack totals. DJ Reader with a sack. J.J. Watt with, okay, they kind of did well. Damon Arnett with an interception. All right. Some decent numbers. Going on to the divisional round now. I mean, that was supposed to be kind of the warm-up game. It was like the bye without the bye, and we barely won. Okay, we get it, but like that's so many games away. 2 playoff games just to get to the Super Bowl, not even to win it. That's just to get there. And we're playing the Patriots. Come on. Things are not on our side here. They should be, but I just know they aren't. All right, going to the end of the game, 3-0. This nice little snow game on top of it. Have a little conversation in between the terrible simming, at least in our favor. 13 all. I really don't know how this game's going to go. We're up 7, up 14. Up a lot more than 14. It's 21. That's the one, right? 14 back. And we win the game 37-20. That's actually the score we lost the championship round to the Browns by, I believe. Kellen Mond, the quarterback for the Patriots, 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Burrow, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Burrow is just so inconsistent, at least in the playoffs. I just don't know what we're going to get out of him. Sack totals, J.J. Watt was masterful. McKinley was really good. McKinley's, proven to be a really good trade asset here. Gotta like that move. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'll be 100% honest with you. I feel like we've actually done a bad job rebuilding the Bengals here because we almost always see them in a Super Bowl or 2 before where we are right now. So obviously, if we win a Super Bowl, that's great. But I actually do feel like we kind of did bad for this team, honestly. Also, I'm starting to look at some of these upgrades and thinking I might have to actually take the extra time to upgrade my players on my own because the game just doesn't care to balance upgrades. Pretty much every corner gets man-only upgrades. I don't know. All right, Tack, what do you got to say? Like, we're not Super Bowl bound. EA actually has that wrong. It's not. And it's the Browns. So, like, unless he knows something I don't know, something behind the scenes, I think he's wrong. And why does this game seem so strange? Like, why would this be a day... Oh, crap, I ruined it. Why would this be a daytime game in a divisional rival setting where it's another rematch to go to the Super Bowl? In which I don't remember if the Browns won last time or not, but regardless if they did or not, this is clearly a nighttime game situation. I don't know what the hell this is. We're winning by 7. Nice. We're now not winning by 7. We're tied up. Great. Thank you for the big touchdown. I mean, this offense isn't great, but this defense is even worse. It is really bad. Tied up 7 all. They get 7 again. Tied up 7 all. Tied up 28 all. This isn't looking good. It's a real, like, close battle. We get the field goal, up by 3. Defense is trying, but it's not enough. 5 minutes left. They're trying to drive, and they're going to do it. Down by 4. Offense is doing their thing. Just don't turn the ball over. What happened? I do not know. I'm done. I mean, it was a successful rebuild. Back-to-back championship losses. We're about to lose J.J. Watt. We're losing Reader. We're about to have to pay Joe Burrow. I mean, there's not really much more we can do. I mean, what's his name? Lawson. He's 29 now. He's not going up in overall. So if this team isn't good enough, I don't know what team. Like, we're losing to these players. Joe Burrow's throwing 3 picks. Like, how much more help does he need? Joe Burrow, I don't know. Joe Burrow might just not be the guy. I mean, 2 sacks and whatnot and such. Like, I don't know. I hate the fact that both are like orange and brownish, kind of like both orange colors. Kind of tough to deal with. The Browns are just too OP. You got to hope you're rebuilding an NFC team and just hope that somebody takes them out or you win, luckily, in the Super Bowl, because the Browns are just on another level. I don't understand how they're just always the best team ever. Even when they lose Baker, which I think I seen him in free agency in this one as well. I mean, they won that game. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I mean, J.J. Watt's gone. DJ Reader's not worth the re-sign. The team literally can't, unless there's somebody insane in free agency. I'm going to go take a look. If there's someone insane in free agency that can fix the team, I don't know how that would be possible, because, like, what do we get? You know, like, our top 2 receivers are basically 90 overalls. I mean, Tate's about to be a 90, 95 for Boyd, 88 for Rambo, 98 for Mixon, 98 for Burrow, 87 for Ingram. The O-line, I mean, left guard's not going to get any better. Center's probably not going to get much better. Jonah Williams, I mean, the best case is they all go up 3 overalls within 3 seasons. I mean, I just don't know what else we can do here. I really don't. McPhee, I suppose, would get better. Gaither, maybe an upgrade or 2 points. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this team is insane. I mean, all we need is DTs, and guess what we just had? DTs. Like, I just don't understand. Miles Jack, we wouldn't pay. Chase Young, we wouldn't pay. What else do we have? Tyron Smith, don't need him. Chin, I guess, maybe, but, I mean, we have a safety already. Sheldon Richardson, I mean, that's not better than JJ. I mean, there's just no point. I mean, you look at, wow, Simmons really did not upgrade. You look at what's in free agency here, none of these players make us a better team than we were just last season with JJ Watt there. There's just no one there. Maybe we do a reload of this in the future, but I suppose not every rebuild can be a Super Bowl winning rebuild team. So at the end of the day, that is where I'm comfortable leaving this one at. Like I said, if you really want to see a reload of this team, you want to see this team actually make a Super Bowl trip, win a Super Bowl, let me know in the comment section below. Of course, the Bengals making the championship game twice in a row would be a dream come true for those fans, obviously. But once again, not every rebuild can be a Super Bowl one or a Super Bowl winning one. I think we did really well. We made great free agent pickups. We drafted about as well as we could, especially in the first draft. There's not much more we could do. But either way, hopefully you guys did enjoy. And I promise you, unless, you know, the football game is really good and, you know, I do a poll and you guys don't want to see it, or I don't know, some unforeseen thing, there will be a stream tonight on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Of course, because of the match, it may be a later one, probably 10 Central, maybe 10:30, but there should be one, 99.9% chance of one. Regardless, if you like this rebuild or you like franchise videos in general, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays, maybe a video later up on that channel later today, I'm not exactly sure. And then, of course, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, that's where we stream. Thanks for watching, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!